Guinness BMRB over a number of years now has been tracking public opinion and the experiences that people are having as the economy went into recession and then started to grow again. What we ask people about is how do they feel their household situation is compared to a year ago, and what do they think will happen in the next year. What we've seen is something that we've sort of described as a reduction in the fear factor. So after several years of people feeling very concerned about the future of the economy overall, but also their own household budgets, we've seen that start to subside and actually more people starting to feel a little bit more optimistic. One group has stood out as not following that trend. Women overall aged between around 30 and mid-50s have continued to feel very concerned about the future as a group.
I am responsible for the budgeting in the household.
I am responsible for their outgoings and whatever it takes.
The bills, the shopping, kids budgeting if they need clothes, and it's a lot of responsibilities.
What slightly took me aback tonight though was the emotional nature of the descriptions that people were sharing with us. We had women talking about being very concerned and actually what they're focusing on is very much getting through the day to day.
Even if they're employed, it's still pretty much hand to mouth for a lot of people.
Your pound doesn't go as long as it used to.
The expenses in my house, is going up. I'm now using credit cards.
I'm just finding sort of general things, struggling with shopping and don't really buy many luxuries, but I'm still sort of finding that I'm skint and having to use my credit card. It doesn't make you feel positive, put it that way, being in debt. You just feel anxious.
I think from the point of view of the way in which government needs to communicate, policies need to move, I think this is an essential demographic to understand. Looking at this particular group, one of the important issues is the fact that they don't really talk about politics. They don't differentiate between left-wing or right-wing. They don't have a particularly strong view as to how this government is doing or not. What they feel is very detached. When drawn on the issues of Westminster or politics, what they struggle with is identifying how or what politicians will do to improve the aspects of their lives that they're so concerned with.
I feel that the people in Westminster don't understand my problems.
Until I've come and talk about it, then I understand more what people are going through and what I'm going through.
I think they're all pretty much the same manifestos.
One of the things that's very interesting actually, if you look at over 80 years of doing research with the general public and the different ways in which it's been done, face-to-face, on the telephone, online, nothing sometimes is quite as insightful or powerful as sitting with a group of people to discuss the real experiences behind the numbers.
It's nice to hear different people's perspectives. Some people are in a similar situation as myself. Sometimes you just go through the day doing the school run. You don't really get a chance to think about things, but today it's nice to be able to discuss them. I think qualitative research in these days of all kinds of different opportunities to talk to people in so many different ways remains as key, as central as ever to really understanding the insights that are essential to public policy development and public communications development.